Alright friends, let's continue with another unboxing. In this case, it's for some pieces that, if I remember correctly, are 3.8-inch king pieces. They're smaller, more affordable pieces. It's an unlimited edition from the shop. These are pieces that were played with in post-war Japan, and they were also designed by Japanese chess players. 100% Stoughton, also very, very understated, very beautiful. It's a type of wood that's coming in now. In this case, I really do recommend you take a look, because in this unboxing there's a wood called Aged Vogue. But it's not lacquered like the others I've shown, or like many that are shown on the market. I want to see what it's like too, so let's get on with it. As you can see, you already know what I always recommend. Open it in your bedroom. Here I have a relative humidity of 65 and 24. Thank you, sorry, 24.9%. This 24.9% is the temperature. So, let's go ahead and open the package. And lately, all the FedEx packages I've received have been opened. They've been checked. I think it's because of the number of packages I've ordered, so that's probably why, but I haven't had any problems. With this shop, you'll see it if you don't know it already. You probably already know which shop this is from. Well, let's hope everything is alright. The first thing you need to do, as you know, is check that the box is in good condition, which I checked beforehand. And it's in very good condition. Since it's a mid-range chess set, it doesn't come with the fancy boxes you get when you buy larger chess sets. Look, what you're seeing is exactly what I'm seeing right now, so let's have a look. It comes here. The pieces wrapped up. And we're going to take them out. So, here are the two sets. This is the first one. The second set, the whites and the blacks. And here we find our thank you card. You can see the shop and our warranty policy. Tomorrow, I'm going to make a slightly more technical video about the details of humidity, temperature, and sunlight, so that I can bring all those concepts together in one topic. And you can clear up any doubts, because there are conditions under which you can keep chess sets. Even when it's tropical climates and it's hot, even if there's solar radiation, although not direct, you still need to control it very carefully. Right now, these are the conditions I have, and I always repeat it again. Since this is an unboxing with value, don't do this, and I'll always say it. You can also use those chess sets wherever, whenever, and however you want. But if you want to take care of your investment and not have it end up forgotten in a drawer. So, what I do recommend, and so that your warranty is supported, is that you do it inside your house. So don't do it with a swimming pool behind you. Don't do it in your garden. That's my advice, because it could crack within hours or by the next day, it could already be cracked. I'll talk about that topic tomorrow. Right, so what we're going to do first is open these bags, and now that I've got them open, we're going to open them very carefully. Well, friends, I've finished unpacking both bags. And I've checked all the pieces thoroughly. Let's open the black pieces first. And then, I do recommend that when we look at these ones, because the ones that come in BOC are very special. It's an aged BOC, right, even though it's an artificial aging process, but it's done to a very high standard. And it's not an aged finish. It's not an aged finish that's lacquered, mind you, and that's very important because the material in both sets is extremely durable, highly recommended. At the end, I'll tell you how much this set costs and where you can find it, because it will withstand very high temperatures, even extreme ones, and extreme humidity as well. I can guarantee that, regardless. I'm going to keep it here for a long time, and I'll keep you updated on how it performs before you make a purchase, but honestly, it's very reasonably priced. Let's open it up. Yes, I want to make that clear. These are ebonized pieces, which, on the one hand, also guarantees that they're extremely durable. That is, it's boxwood, chemically stained, but of high quality. Let's see, so I'm just going to open it now. I'll open the most representative pieces, the key ones, like the pawn, the bishop, and so on. To avoid making the video too long, we need to be very careful and use a cutter to open them. Right, let's take a look. First, the pawn. This is a Stoughton set, a Japanese design from the post-war period. In fact, the design was being finalized in 1945 for a tournament in Japan, just as those disastrous events were coming to an end. After the bombings, let's see if this gets censored too. The project was set aside, and then picked up again in 1949. It's a very beautiful design. It's almost double-weighted. You can really feel it. It's a very, very lovely design. Honestly, I have to say that it possesses a very, very attractive and appealing shine, and well, it is a pawn that will perform exceptionally well indeed. And LT, break time equals 0.5s and GT. It meets all the regulations. FIDE size. You can play blitz very comfortably with this type of piece. It's a very understated set. The color, the ebonized finish, is a very beautiful ebonizing. It's an ebonizing. That's very even, very consistent. I've had other ebonized sets, but honestly, I can tell you this one is unmatched. It really is a very, very good quality. Let's take a quick look. Now, the bishop. It's worth remembering that these pieces, Bork is one of the fine woods that if they can withstand changes in temperature better, but as with any wood, they can develop cracks over time. Tomorrow I'm going to make a video explaining how you can look after your chess pieces so you don't have any problems with cracking. The bishop, very beautiful. It's a truly understated set. This is the bishop. It's felt. The felt in this set comes in a sort of green shade, almost like a royal green, very nice. Unlike high-end pieces, this is a mid-range set, but it's a very attractive set and at a very, very good price. Let's open up the rook. The impressive rook, from what I can clearly see, let's thoroughly check the intricate battlements to truly appreciate the exceptional quality of the meticulously handmade work in this particular shop. Honestly, yes, it's quite remarkable. It's of high quality, yes, it's really well made. We can see the battlements ourselves. That's what you need to check. First, with the rooks, they should be as even as possible, but not too much, because if they are, sometimes that means they're not handmade. Which is very unlikely in this shop, because if they do make them, well, they have a great reputation. Look, I'll do an analysis of each piece later, but they come out very, very well made. It's a completely Stoughton design. Look, the word is, it's totally Stoughton. In this case, it doesn't have a stamp, since it's a variant that was made in Japan. It's not a sober Staunton, let's say, more orthodox really, but it's definitely worth getting a set like this because it's going to last a long time. Now let's open up the queen. This one is carbonized. It's a high quality finish. So far, from what I'm seeing, it's high quality. We need to check the bases. The bases look good, no cracks. Generally, this type of piece shouldn't have any cracks. But that doesn't mean there's no risk, because even the box can crack. Although these are among the finest hardwoods and last the longest, there are no flaws at all. Still, you should always check the bases. I think that, well, right now I won't, I'll show it in a second video, as that's not really the point here. It seems to have a slight scuff, maybe from a small knock against another piece, but for me that's not an issue. You really need to keep this in mind. I'll make a video to show it, or actually, I've already made a few when there are subjective issues that don't affect anything and really don't warrant a complaint. Of course, if you're very particular, you're within your rights to do so. It might be approved, it might not. But here, I'm just dealing with a slight scratch. You won't be able to see it right now because of the quality. What I really want to show are the pieces themselves and the environmental conditions where you should open it. But it's really good. This is the lady, obviously, extremely understated. Look, check out the crown. So, this crown is 100% taut. It's perfect. Very beautiful. Let's open the king. And finally, now I'm going to open the real king for me, which is the knight. So, this king is 3.7 inches. This is for 3.7 inches. It's really nice for playing blitz, with a very well-balanced weight. This is ideal for you to use on a board with squares from 5 centimeters up to 5.7 centimeters. So, you don't need to make a big investment in a very large board either. Very nice, the king. And I want to check. It seems like it does have a slight scratch as well. Tomorrow I'll make a video where you can see these tiny details against the light. Right now, to be honest, I don't have the right lighting for you to see that. There's a little mark here, which is noticeable. Anyway, I make these videos so there's evidence for the shop. But everything is going really well. It has a very nice shine. Honestly, this shop really exceeds expectations. The pieces look so much better in real life than they do in the photos. Now then, let's open the best one of all, the knight. Let's move these over here to make some space. And let's show it. Wow, yes, it's really beautiful. The design is simple, very understated, very traditional. This knight. Tomorrow I'll take proper photos with the right lighting. It's just that I wanted to make the video now, because it just arrived, and I wanted you to see it with me and make sure everything was in order, so I wouldn't have to wait until tomorrow. In case any piece had arrived damaged, my apologies, honestly. I do apologize for the lighting. I really hadn't planned to make the video right now, but I want to tell you that it arrived in great condition, because I want to give you the name of the model and where you can find it. There, on the Royal Chessman Shop's website, it's a very beautiful wig. There's nothing wrong with it. It only has the upper front teeth, not the back ones. That's just the design. That's how it was released in Japan in 1949. A really, really lovely design. So, tomorrow, if you're interested, I'll be showing it to you in full detail. But yes, it's a very orthodox piece. It really is a very, very beautiful piece, to be honest, and I appreciate it. Let's see. I'm going to open the aged mouthpieces now. It's an aged finish that isn't lacquered. I'll just open them so I don't drag this out. In the video, the rook, the knight, and let's see how the queen or the king looks. I'll start with the rook, to be honest. Yes, it looks much more naturally aged than when you buy a lacquered one. This aged finish looks like, well, at least about 15 or 20 years of natural aging. It really is, honestly, it's very beautiful. This aged finish is really, really lovely. This aged finish isn't lacquered, as you can see here. It's a yellow color, almost a yellow-green, but very, very subtle. It's an aged finish that's really, really close to natural, honestly. Tomorrow I'll take a photo of it in the light. I'll show you with the proper lighting. It looks really good. The walls are almost perfect. It's a high level of craftsmanship. I don't regret buying it. It has a really good weight. Yes, it has a really good weight, and they're very well balanced. Always do the balance test at 30 degrees. So here I have 30 degrees, as if it were a right triangle, and here I had a 30-degree angle. If it does this, then it's good. If it does this, because I focused it, then it's not well balanced. That's a quick test, so you know what quality it is. Look, what angle of tilt do I have? Here I have this angle. Up to here, yes, it's going to go down, but if I leave it almost at 30 degrees, just lift it a little, it comes back. This tilt I have here, this. Do it so you know they're quality pieces, and it comes back. Right, it's aged, very natural. Honestly, it's a very natural aging. I'll show it tomorrow. I really congratulate this shop, because yes, they have more pieces of great quality and the size is very nice. It's very practical for playing Blitz. I'm going to open the King. It's the largest piece. Finishing this shot. Let's see it now on a board, a simple board on a table I have, which has 5 centimeter squares. We'll see it set up and I'll give you my final comments, the name of the set and the price, most importantly. Wow, it's really lovely, honestly. It's a shame I didn't prepare just now, because I'm a bit busy during the day so you could see the color, but yes, it's a very, very beautiful aged finish. It comes perfectly fine, not like the other one that had, maybe a slight, perhaps a small knock-on. It's nothing at all, it's really good, it's perfect. The King is very beautiful, really, really beautiful. Let's finish this part with the Knight and we'll take a look at it in a moment. Presented. On the board. I hope that maybe here the Knight looks better than in the previous shot, since the other one was wow, it's gorgeous. You know what, friends, I regret not having made the video on the day, not having done it for tomorrow so you could see it. Anyway, I'll do it tomorrow, properly showing how the tones look, but look, this is the Knight. This Knight is really, really beautiful. It's a design from Japan from 1949, from the post-war era, honestly. Yes, it's an edition that's currently limited. It's very beautiful, it's completely practical, and it's very well balanced. The Knight, because the Knight tells you if the set is completely balanced in its weight. Look at the angle. I'm just letting go, not even pushing it. This might seem like something simple and that it wouldn't even make sense to do, but this tells you that it has great balance, that it's not just about the ballast or the weight. Not only is it well balanced, but it's also well sculpted. I mean, this. You should always do that when you're going to buy a chess set. If you have the chance to see it in person before buying it online, if you can. Manage to do this, to get it to about 30 degrees, you have to remember a bit of secondary school trigonometry there. Here we have a 30-degree angle, a right triangle. If it returns to its position, that means it's good quality. Alright friends, now let's take a look at this beautiful set, which I have no regrets about. Especially the price. I'll tell you about it on the board in a moment. Well, that's all for now, friends. I'll say goodbye. Tomorrow I'll take some photos, I'll check it as I always do after a set arrives, and I'll share my thoughts. Now, tomorrow I'll go through it piece by piece so we can clear up any doubts you might have if you're thinking of getting it. And honestly, well, now I will tell you the name. The name of the set is the Castle set, designed in 1949, originally made in Japan, and it's from Royal Chess. You're not going to find all of this for $200, to be honest, but it's worth it. See you in the next one, friends.